In a world full of information and constant distractions, keeping people's attention is tough. Psychology offers many techniques to positively influence perception, behavior, and decisions. These tricks, based on solid principles, help us communicate better and build richer relationships. From the power of a genuine smile to creating anticipation, each technique shows us something fascinating about the human mind. By using these principles ethically, we can achieve our goals while promoting understanding, cooperation, and well-being. This guide explores 9 psychological tricks, explaining how each works and how to apply them in daily life, work, and personal relationships. Understanding and using these techniques can help us improve communication and strengthen our bonds with others. Get ready to dive into the world of applied psychology, where understanding human behavior leads to effective interactions and genuine connections. If you find this content helpful, please like the video and subscribe. Only 20% of viewers are subscribed, so hit the notification bell and join us. Now, let's get started. The power of a name. Using someone's name in conversation can have a big impact. A name isn't just a bunch of letters. It represents a person's identity, history, and personality. When we use someone's name, we're not just getting their attention. We're showing we recognize and respect them. This simple act can turn a regular interaction into a personal and meaningful one. It strengthens relationships and makes our messages more effective. However, it's important to use this trick genuinely. Overdoing it or using it manipulatively can make people uncomfortable and distrustful. The key is to use names in moderation and with real intent to connect. It's especially effective at the beginning of a conversation, when asking questions, or when expressing thanks. This creates moments of personal recognition and reinforces the value of the interaction. Listening actively and showing genuine interest in what the other person is saying further solidifies the connection. This simple trick is a powerful tool in building positive relationships and improving communication. By using someone's name consciously, we practice respect and empathy, transforming our interactions. Principle of authority and consistency. The authority principle is when people tend to trust or follow those they see as experts or leaders. This happens because we naturally look for guidance in confusing situations, so we listen to people who seem knowledgeable or powerful. When someone is seen as an authority, others are more likely to accept what they say without questioning it much. To be seen as an authority, it's important to show you know your stuff, have experience, or are respected by others. But it's crucial to be honest and trustworthy, because once trust is broken, it's hard to regain. For example, when a doctor wears a lab coat and has diplomas on the wall, it's not just for show. It signals to patients that they know what they're doing, which helps patients trust their advice. Similarly, in business, talking about past successes can make people see you as an authority on the topic. But it's not just about showing off, it's also about being open to questions and discussions. It's essential to balance authority with being approachable. The best authorities are not only knowledgeable, but also friendly and willing to listen. Blindly following authority without thinking can lead to mistakes or bad decisions, as seen in famous psychological experiments. So, it's important to think critically and question authority when needed. The consistency principle is when we tend to act in ways that match our beliefs or past actions. We don't like feeling like we're contradicting ourselves, so we try to stay consistent. This can be used to influence others' behavior by getting them to commit to something small at first, making them more likely to follow through later. For example, in sales, if you get someone to agree on certain product features, they're more likely to see that product as the best choice. In social or work situations, asking for small favors can lead to bigger cooperation later on. But it's crucial that these commitments are made freely, without pressure, and that they align with the person's interests and values. Consistency also helps with personal development. Setting clear goals and making them public can motivate us to stick to them. So, consistency isn't just about getting others to do what we want, it's also about helping ourselves grow and achieve our goals. Social proof. Social proof is when people look at what others are doing to decide what's right or good, especially when they're not sure. For example, if lots of people say a restaurant is good, others are more likely to think it's good too. This happens because we trust that if many people like something, it must be good. To use social proof effectively, you can show popular choices or positive reviews from people who are similar to the ones you're talking to. This could be through customer reviews, endorsements from famous people, or even stories of success. Social media likes and comments also show approval, making others more likely to join in. But it's essential to be honest. Faking reviews or endorsements can make people lose trust. Also, social proof shouldn't be used to encourage. Instead, it can be used to promote good things like sustainable practices or healthy lifestyles. Emotional contrast is when you take someone on a journey from feeling bad to feeling good. This makes the good feelings even stronger because they come after tough times. For example, feeling happy after being scared feels even better. In storytelling or advertising, starting with a problem and then showing how it's solved can grab attention and make people feel connected. But it's crucial to do this with care, as too much manipulation can feel fake. The solution offered should also be realistic and achievable. Uniqueness is when you make someone feel special or different in a particular situation. People are more likely to get involved or invested if they feel like their contribution is valued and unique. For example, personalizing messages or recognizing individual strengths can make people feel appreciated and motivated. But it's important to be genuine. Generic compliments or fake attempts at personalization can backfire. Also, while it's good to celebrate uniqueness, it's also essential to recognize the value of working together as a team. Both uniqueness and collaboration are important for building strong connections and a sense of belonging. Validating emotions. Validating emotions means recognizing and accepting someone's feelings as real and understandable, even if you don't agree with the reasons behind them. This shows that you value their perspective and creates a safe space for honest conversation. Emotional validation is key in resolving conflicts and offering support. When people feel their emotions are acknowledged, they are more likely to open up, leading to better understanding and stronger bonds. To validate someone's emotions, practice active listening. Reflect on what they've said and acknowledge their feelings with simple phrases like, "That sounds really frustrating," or "I can see why you feel that way." These statements show you're paying attention and care about their well-being. Avoid judging or trying to fix their feelings right away. The goal is to acknowledge their emotional experience, which can be very healing. Authenticity is crucial. Forced or fake validation can make someone feel isolated or misunderstood. Genuinely validating someone's emotions can transform relationships, improve communication, and support emotional health. It shows respect, care, and a deep connection, emphasizing that emotions are an important part of the human experience. The law of contrast. The law of contrast is a psychological principle that explains how we perceive differences between two things shown one after the other. When two items, ideas, or situations are placed side by side, we evaluate the second one in direct contrast to the first, making their differences more noticeable. For example, if you put one hand in cold water and then place it in room temperature water, the room temperature water will feel warmer, even though its temperature hasn't changed. In communication, negotiation, and marketing, the law of contrast can greatly influence people's perceptions and decisions. For instance, if you present a high price before revealing the actual price of a product, the actual price will seem more attractive, even if it's still high. This happens because our sense of value is relative to what we saw before. To use the law of contrast effectively, understand the context and goals of the interaction. In a negotiation, starting with higher demands than you expect can make the final terms seem more reasonable. In education, introducing a complex concept before simplifying it can make the simpler idea easier to grasp. However, it's important to use this principle ethically. Deceptive manipulation can lead to distrust and damage long-term relationships. The goal should be to offer real value and use contrast to highlight that value clearly and fairly. The law of contrast also shows the importance of preparation and presentation in communication. By planning the order in which you present information, ideas, or offers, you can better guide your audience's perception and response. This improves communication effectiveness and helps build a stronger connection by making your value clearer and more appreciated. The power of a smile. A smile is one of the most powerful communication tools we have. It crosses all cultural and language barriers, showing joy, openness, and empathy without saying a word. But not just any smile, a genuine smile, the kind that reaches your eyes and creates those familiar crow's feet, is key. Known as the Duchenne smile, this type of smile signals true happiness and sincerity. It can disarm others, create instant connections, and even change the emotional state of those around you. Studies show that a genuine smile can lift the mood and promote positivity and openness in others. Smiling can also be contagious, sparking a chain of positive reactions that can brighten someone's entire day. Using a real smile in daily interactions, whether at work or in personal life, is a simple yet powerful way to improve communication and relationships. It's more than just smiling for the sake of it. It's about being open, vulnerable, and authentic. When you smile sincerely, you show that you are happy to see someone, value their presence, and are open to a positive connection. Remember, your smile should be appropriate to the context and seen as genuine. A forced or untimely smile can create distance instead of closeness. So, be mindful of your intentions and how the other person receives it. A genuine smile is a master key in communication, capable of opening doors and building bridges where words might fail. Even in the simplest moments, we can have a significant impact by promoting an environment of positivity, empathy, and true human connection. The Law of Reciprocity. The Law of Reciprocity is a powerful concept in human interactions. It means that when someone does something for us, we feel a strong urge to return the favor. This can be seen in all cultures around the world. Using the law of reciprocity in our lives can improve our relationships. By offering something first, like a kind gesture, useful information, or a small gift, we create a friendly and cooperative environment. This makes others more likely to respond positively, starting a cycle of giving and receiving that strengthens our connections. The key is to act with genuine generosity, not expecting something in return. When people see that our gestures are sincere, they respond warmly, which builds stronger relationships. However, if our gestures seem too grand or manipulative, it can create discomfort and resistance. Reciprocity doesn't have to be immediate or equal. Giving selflessly often brings unexpected rewards back to us. Patience and trust in this process are important, as well as being open to receiving. The law of reciprocity is more than just a psychological trick. It's a way of living that can transform our relationships and communities. By being genuinely generous, we build deeper connections and contribute to a more cooperative and harmonious world. The power of curiosity. Curiosity is a powerful force in human psychology. It drives learning, exploration, and attention. By awakening someone's interest and curiosity, we can make information or offers much more attractive and engaging. Provoking curiosity creates an emotional hook that significantly increases attention, retention, motivation to act, and memory of the presented content. Effective use of curiosity involves presenting an intriguing question, a surprising fact, or an incomplete story that leaves the listener wanting more. This can be achieved through techniques such as using titles or introductions that provoke questioning, presenting challenges that encourage problem solving, or gradually revealing information that keeps the audience engaged from beginning to end. Playing with the unknown and the unexpected draws people to seek answers and solutions, making this technique particularly effective in educational and marketing environments. Balancing the amount of information or level of mystery presented is crucial. Too much uncertainty can lead to frustration, while too little may not arouse genuine interest. The key lies in finding the sweet spot that captures the audience's imagination leading them on a journey of discovery that is both satisfying and informative. Feeding curiosity should ultimately provide a resolution or conclusion that is rewarding, leading to increased knowledge, deeper understanding, or an enriching experience. This not only rewards the audience for their engagement, but also strengthens the connection between the communicator and the receiver, creating a positive memory associated with the interaction. Power of touch. The power of touch shows how small physical gestures can really change how we see and interact with each other. This idea is based on the belief that a gentle touch can make us feel trusted, understood, and closer to someone else. In relationships, touch is like a silent language, expressing care and support without needing words. Things like a firm handshake, a pat on the back, or a friendly hug can make us feel more comfortable and cooperative. But it's important to be respectful of people's personal space and cultural differences. What feels friendly in one culture might not be the same in another. And if someone doesn't want to be touched, it's crucial to respect that. To use touch well, it's essential to pay attention to how the other person is reacting. Start with simple gestures like a handshake, and only go further if the other person seems comfortable with it. And always choose the right moment for a touch, like when giving a compliment or showing gratitude. In short, when used kindly and carefully, touch can help us build stronger connections, communicate better, and feel closer to each other. It's a reminder that in a world full of screens, real human connections are still incredibly important and meaningful. Using psychological tricks wisely can make people more interested and satisfied by creating exciting expectations and delivering enjoyable experiences. This helps us create memorable moments and build stronger relationships with others. By understanding tricks like naming things or creating anticipation, we can understand people better and influence them positively. When we use these tricks in a fair and thoughtful way, we can improve communication, make better connections, and create environments where people understand each other better. It's crucial to use these tricks with honesty and respect, focusing on making everyone's lives better rather than manipulating for personal gain. Knowing and using these psychological tricks can help us communicate better, build deeper relationships, and understand people more. By being empathetic and aware in our interactions, we can contribute positively to others' lives. As we continue to learn and apply these principles, we open ourselves to many possibilities for connection, growth, and understanding. If you found any part of this helpful, please like and comment to help others find it too. Don't forget to subscribe for more helpful content, and feel free to explore our other videos for more useful information.